I promise I can read. Hi everyone, my name is Thimble Carats. I am a part skunk, part rabbit furry artist. I primarily sculpt, but I also enjoy digital art, and I'm always super excited for July because July is Art Fight Month. And if you're not familiar with Art Fight, we will be split into 2 teams, and this year it was Stardust, the team that I was on, versus Team Seafoam. What we do is we draw each other's characters in our own style and get points for these drawings, and whichever side has the most points wins at the end. You can do revenge art, so if someone draws your character, you can draw one of theirs back, and that counts as revenge. I believe it might impact the points. I can't recall specifically. There's such a thing as friendly fire, so you can technically draw people who are from your own team. It does just greatly reduce how many points that you'll potentially earn for your team. So for my 3rd drawing for Art Fight, I decided to draw Josie. I believe I'm saying that right, hopefully. And so this was actually a revenge. I forgot to mark it as such, but they actually came and drew my character first, which they did so quick. I was like, oh my gosh. And when looking through their characters, I definitely liked how Josie looked and their whole presence. Very cool character. So the owner of this character is Mr. _Croy. I believe I'm saying that correct. I do also want to read a little bit about Josie from their Art Fight profile. He is century years old. He lives in a cottage in the woods. He is soft-spoken, sweet, and gentle. He is shy. He likes nature, hiking, tea, farming, and he dislikes loud noises, very relatable. Litterers, yeah. And hot weather, triple yeah. See, this is my guy. He is 9'3", so he's a giant. And I believe I had saw somewhere where he's a ghost. Yeah, it says perhaps late 30s when he died, currently century years old. He's lost count. Fair enough. So his species is spirit in a wooden mask, crafted a physical form. Okay, interesting. It also says likes cooking, picnics, hiking, crafting, gardening, nature walks, and tea. Ooh, there's a lot to this character. Okay. And I've read all of this before, but I've drawn so many characters that I've already forgotten what I was working on before. My little bunny brain stuff does not stay in it very well. So, personality. Josie is shy and timid, and at first may appear hardy and vigilant when coming across strangers. Yeah. He's cautious, but it's relatively easy for him to become comfortable, gentle, and welcoming. He's soft-spoken yet anxious due to being unsocialized and having a lack of practice being in another person's presence. He prefers his privacy and remains in solitude, doing well to not seek attention from the outer world beyond the forest he inhabits. He can grow to become a sweet and caring host. Josie is non-violent and non-aggressive. He prefers not to be found and be unspoken of. Yeah. And this is also why I chose to draw him in a scene where he's most comfortable. So I did draw him in a forest, and I really wanted to draw a full body. Again, I try to challenge myself when I'm working on Art Fight and draw things that I normally wouldn't. But I just couldn't get this idea out of my head that maybe when he was out for a walk, or he was just picking some flowers, he ended up stumbling upon a ladybug who landed on him, and he was just watching it. And I really loved that image, so that's what I chose to go with. I felt that also represented the character quite well. And so, yeah. There is also a backstory here, so I'm gonna go ahead and read that too. Josie was mortal until an incident killed him and trapped his spirit into a mask of relic, immortalizing him. My goodness. I promise I can read, even though maybe I just learned how to read last year. Who knows? I'll never tell. I'll never tell when I learned to read. Josie was mortal until an incident killed him and trapped his spirit into a mask of relic, immortalizing him with a lack of memory for who he was or used to be in his previous life. He took it into his own hands to develop his knowledge of what he was and the powers he now contained. Only after isolating himself into hiding and growing the ability of shield and burying himself amongst a section of nature, he learned about the other mask. More so, on Uka and Aku's feud, but never thought to present himself. Josie never tested his power or pushed it to his limits. However, his ability intertwined with the natural life around him, making the forest that he resides in one of his own. The forest bends to his will, growing wildly and behaving such as a maze to turn wanderers out. Josie's sanctuary contains an elusive spell that's kept it a secret. Seeking out a slight of normalcy, Josie managed to craft a body based on animalistic imagery, monstrous in appearance and resembling that of a goat man. He lives a peaceful life in a cottage at the center of his domain, taking on various hobbies such as farming, cooking, crafting, etc. Although he doesn't need to eat or sleep, he takes care to be routinely, to part from his deity-like responsibilities. My goodness. You know, I actually don't remember this backstory section. Possible that the owner updated it since I've drawn it. I mean, I know I've updated some stuff on mine. I've definitely remember the beginning part. I do find that quite interesting. What do you guys think? It's funny, I feel like this drawing ended up coming out kind of simplistic. Honestly, I think it was great. I don't think it needed to be anything different than it ended up being. I am quite happy with it. I think that I did the character justice, hopefully. I will let the creator be the ultimate judge of that, but if you guys also want to leave your opinion on how you think I did, I would love to hear from you. Another kind of funny thing is that I'm actually scared of ladybugs. Or at the very least, I don't like them. It's probably horrible, but I definitely have a love-hate relationship with flying bugs. Just them like flying around in my face, no. And ladybugs, I don't know if you knew this, but ladybugs also have like this smell that they produce. They stink. They're stinky. And maybe my bunny nose is more sensitive to that. I don't know, but I just know I can smell it and I don't like it. But I try to befriend all living creatures, and at the end of the day, they're a living creature, and even if I don't like them, I will not harm them. I really do like Josie. I can relate to him. And I hope I did the drawing the character justice. I hope that you all enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed creating him. And if you want to see more, please stay tuned. I'm going to be uploading more of these. And take care of each other. Bye.